Coach at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. The Broncos will kick. Here's Brandon McManus to start us, and we are off from Denver. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's brought down after a good game. That one goes for 24 yards. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down. Mahomes to throw on second down. Being chased out left. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Always got some breathing room. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll make it 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. The punter Marquette King on to kick it away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it Football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 32 that time.
We saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Mahomes now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes now on 1st down. On target over the middle to Hill. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another 1st down. A first trip to the red zone for KC. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter. And they're on the move as they face a 2nd down here. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. DeAnthony Thomas, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are in for 6. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Butker now to kick this one away. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And coming out now, the Broncos. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Let's go, let's go. 53.
Here's Keenum now on second down. Over the middle, he finds Henderson complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
First and 10, Keenum. That one taken in by Carlos Henderson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfely complete that one.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Keenum throwing on second. Sanders has it over the middle. Finding room inside the 40. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 35-yard line. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Keenum to throw on 2nd down. And the Chiefs are going to get him. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Off the play fake, Keenum. Flush to his right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Chris Jones in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Marquette King now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt, and he stopped immediately there. The Pro Bowler Chris Harris is in on the tackle. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Shane Ray. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now here's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Green 90. Green 90.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Back deep, Isaiah McKenzie. They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. This is taken at the 18. A good return there, 17 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Anderson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Von Miller. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile.
Here we go. Green 90. Green 90.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And going deep for it. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way up to the 47-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. To throw, it's Keenum. They set up the screen to Booker. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now second and 13.
3 down, 3 down. Kill. Hey, Mike's right. Watch
On second down, here's Keenum. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Third and long, it's Keenum. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
First and 10. Here's Mahomes. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Mahomes again here on second and 10. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. So that'll back him up 5. Butker on for the PAT. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. Butker now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back.
Down. Hey, 52.
On first down, Keenum. Left side here to Sanders. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. Now a first down throw. Keenum. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
A second down carry for Booker. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
From the gun on third down, Keenum. And he's got Booker. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they got themselves a first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On first and 10, here's Keenum. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Back to the air on second down. It's Keenum. Quick hitch, complete. It's Henderson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On second down, here's Keenum. That's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. First target, first catch, and a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
What a game this defense has played. They're pitching a shutout, so it'd be fun to watch down the stretch to see if their defensive coordinator continues to be as aggressive as he's been all game long.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, second and goal. Play action, it's Keenum. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders from 4 yards out, and the Broncos have cut it to within a score. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. Extra point from McManus is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now McManus on to kick this one off. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Chris Conley, 67 yards. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it. And I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Keenum now on first down. Finds Jake Butt over the middle. Tried to get that one to Jake Butt, and it's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Roger. Hey, go, Roger. Hey, 52.
Second and 10. Keenum here again. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing is Keenum. Open man is Henderson. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Keenum now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders. And he's going to be marked down deep into Kansas City territory. Keenum finding Sanders for a big one. 53 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Roger. Hey, go, Roger.
Keenum to throw again. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Emmanuel Sanders with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. So now a big play here as the Broncos will line up to go for 2. Again, they'll throw with Keenum. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Derek Wolfe in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
So. Green 90. Green 90.
Now Mahomes. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Mahomes now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Hey. There we go now. Green 90.
They'll run it here with Hunt. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.